Tokyo, Japan, in the famed Tokyo Dome, one of the more iconic venues in sports, and the home of another World Baseball Classic.
Good day, Ozzy.
Good day indeed for fans of Team Australia and Team China, both back in action at the 2023 installment of this global baseball tournament. Kyle Gligowski, the 6'2", 180-pound right-hander, 24 years old, declared he was playing for Australia last year. Strike three swinging. Gligowski begins the afternoon with a punch out.
Talk about that changeup. Well, this is what it does. Go out there and elevate.
Gligowski continues to have issues with the strike zone. Strike three swinging. Enough of that conversation. 2 strikeouts. That does away with a couple of walks. It's Chi Shin's turn to take the ball. The starter for Team China. Bases loaded for big Rickson Wingrove. 22-year-old in the Phillies organization. Shoots one the other way. Going back on the track. It's off the wall as Ju Shudong collided with the outfield wall. And Rickson Wingrove clears the bases, putting Team Australia up 3-0.
It's all about the approach, and it's all about what you bring into the batter's box with all the confidence. He really backspins his ball right here. Got some great carry, and just not the best of reads, routes, as the ball's coming back. That slice, the effort is there, and certainly the best effort is by Team Australia, and that type of swing by the right man at the right time.
Team China's captain can help get his squad on the board. Paint, strike three called. 2 down in the top of the second. Strike three called. Gligowski strands a runner on second base and keeps Australia up by 3. Now, Kennelly, who was hit to lead off this game in the first. Kennelly strikes out swinging on the 3-2 pitch to end the second inning. But the Aussie's still up. Young Pei thought he was taking his base. Called back after strike 2. Sword wave in there on the strikeout for Gligowski. That's now 5 for the Aussie starter. He does pull it to George at third. Long run, long throw, in time! Great play at third base to end the inning. Hall, Glendening, and George, that's 2, 3, and 4. Gets Hall to strike out swinging. Second, and technically it's 2 in a row going back to the last frame. Glendening, first pitch grounder deep in the hole at short. Yang Jin throwing across, will not beat him.
There's that great speed getting down that line by Robbie Glendening. There's not going to be a chance. I mean, that was a great effort at shortstop by Yang Jin.
Another 3-2 to George. Ground ball up the middle. Glendening will be waved around third. The throw home from Masago, not in time, and George will advance to second on the play. Now 4-0 Team Australia.
There you go, Darryl George. That is why you are the number 4 hitter. Great job reading that throw. You watch the release point, then you watch where the cutoff man is, and then you watch the arc. Where is it?
Aaron Whitefield at the plate. Still just 1 out in the bottom of the third. Whitefield smokes the 1-1 into center field. George given the green light to come home. Masago's throw off the mark. 5-0 Aussies.
Well, they came into this game with a collective batting average of .303, amongst the best in all of World Baseball Classic so far, and it's a great job driving the ball through the middle.
Against Czech Republic, China was down 4-1 in the 7th inning, and Ray Chang sparked a 4-run rally. Look at Ray Chang go. It's a base hit with 1 out.
You tell Ray that 2026 is coming?
He thought he was done playing after the 2017 tournament. That's hit hard to left field. Cao Jie goes off the wall. Ray Chang goes to third base on the 1-out double for the Chinese first baseman.
You were just recalling as to how things got started for them in their last ball game. They were close, and it was a double by Ray Chang this time. Finally, we see Xiao Jie go out there and unload on something.
Bounce in the dirt, bounced away. Ray Chang will score. China on the board.
The young, energetic team, that's what it takes. Get some base runners, and regardless of experience or lack of it, let the game dictate.
The 3-2, he went down and got it and sent it into center field. RBI base hit for Luo Jinjun, and it's a 3-run game once again.
Is little by little. This second half of the order is getting it done by putting the ball in play.
Glendening hustled out an infield single in the 3rd inning, stole second, came around to score. Glendening with a big fly ball. Deep center field. Glendening has done it again. Team Australia gets the 2 runs right back and leads 7-2.
That's impressive. Big boy power right there. That is in a big zone, deep part of this ballpark, and getting some great lift and staying with that swing. Pretty much a pattern.
441 on that 2-run blast for Glendening. The 2-1 pitch to Whitefield. That's line. Fair ball into left field. Gets to the corner. Having trouble with it is Ju Shudong. Gerald George hustling in to score on the double for Whitefield.
They keep fighting, and they keep looking at those pitches later in counts, early in counts, and boy, a hanging breaking ball here. And a nice secondary lead easily with 2 outs gets George all the way over.
Let's see how Wei Yang attacks Wingrove. A 3-2 pitch. Pulled to the right side. They were shifting on him, and they're going to pay for it. Whitefield's going to hustle around to score. And after the errant throw, Wingrove will take second base.
Team Australia gets the extra base, and who better to have at second base in that type of situation? You have the shift on, you have the second baseman playing deep beyond the line. In the meantime, there's another extra base taken by the Aussies.
First pitch grounded up the middle by Wade. Scores another for Team Australia. Now leads by 8.
Again, the way defense is being played, when we talk about splitting the middle, like in this case, there's going to be plenty of opportunities when you use that part of the field, react to the situation and the pitch.
A lot of international experience, and Dave Nielsen said, this group, it's like a roster full of players who have been to a big league camp 3 or 4 times. Bowie, the ground ball right side, bounces off the glove of Tiao Jie. Whitefield will race to third. He's held up there, so Bowie aboard.
For confusion here on the right side of the infield.
Wade, the soft liner to short. They go to second for 1. They're not going to get 2, and Whitefield will score. The Australian lead is now 9.
As we get into the bottom of the 7th inning, let's keep in mind the early termination rule here in the World Baseball Classic. After 5 innings, leading by 15, game over. After 7 innings, if you lead by 10, this will end. So there's a chance here for a walk-off.
The 2-0 pitch to the Helms Award winner. A liner to right, it's over the head of Yampe. Kennelly on his horse, and he will be held up at third as Hall has his first hit of the World Baseball Classic.
You forget about what's happened. Go out there and know that the passes you've made before, eventually stay with the approach and trust the process. It's going to happen.
Nowhere to put Daryl George. Swings at the first pitch, ground ball up the middle. Daryl George helps Australia walk it off.
Team China just realized what happened. So did the Australians. Leave it up to Master George. Daryl George gets it done. Infield playing in and knows exactly what he needs to do in this type of situation. Twice today we saw him use a big part of the field under the same circumstances. Go out there and show the world why you are an MVP. Big win. Walk off. Early termination rules applying. 12-2 the final.